rather have that over Dismember main board right now. I don't feel the need for Dismember main board. Like, if we were seeing more Cord and stuff like that to play like the old Abzan Company style, then maybe I could see justifying running that main board, but I don't. So, meh. I don't know.
Benjamin Mary, what's up, dude?
Yeah, what up?
Thank you for partaking in chat. How many targets? For your Sylvan Scry?
6 targets.
6 targets.
Like if I'm only relying on it to get an Ink Moth or a Pendelhaven, that's 6 targets. I run a playset of Ink Moth and 2 Pendelhavens.
Here comes 3. Wow, that's a lot. Were they playing evens, odds?
I have no idea what they were doing.
If they were playing evens, 2 wins. Alright, so.
Your boy.
My boy Keenan.
Your boy.
He's back. And he told me.
He did.
This night was. This season was for me. Yes. He's coming for the title.
He's playing for keeps this season.
He is. Always on burn. Well, he's played a couple other decks.
Yeah, so he actually was piloting Hexproof, Boggles, if you will, while we were on hiatus for a little bit. And he was playing around with that. And having a good time kind of thing, but it's like, you can see the difference in his play with burn compared to Boggles just from, like, knowing the matchups and, like, understanding the lines of play. It's, you know, similar to me with Infect in a way, because Infect has been my deck for Modern since basically I started playing Modern. Right? And that, you know, years and years ago now, whatever GP Richmond was, however long ago that was now.
It's a long time ago.
Like that, so I understand a lot of the matchups, and you can see that with Keenan too. And he's going to be playing against Grixis, Death Shadow. TJ's been on this. He's like our, you know, affinity aficionado, if you will, for the shop.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, he hasn't played Affinity. I think he's probably jumped back and forth, but he's really been digging this Grixis Death Shadow deck.
He is. Like, now, Grixis Death Shadow is a really difficult deck to play. It's a knife's edge deck, if you will. Like, you are right on that edge, skirting the line about life and death, essentially. And it makes it even harder, I'd say, against burn. Than other matchups.
Yeah.
Now, you have an advantage in the fact that you have hand disruption and things like that to start stripping away some of those bigger burn spells, and you can calculate things out a little bit more. Like here we see already he's going to go for that Inquisition. And he'll, you know, go to 17 to do that.
It looks like Keenan
look at that hand. So, Eidolon, Skullcrack, Rift Bolt, Searing Blaze, Borostron. What do you like here as, like, I should probably get rid of these?
I think Eidolon.
Okay.
I think Eidolon is a good pick for this. Because TJ's gonna be playing a lot of cheap spells, which is gonna put him, of course, gonna put his Death Shadow in a better
quicker way. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it's like we talked about. Keenan's playing burn.
Yes.
And that's gonna get eaten up real. His life total is gonna get eaten up real quick, especially if it gets closer to that, 5-7 range.
Yeah, it looks like that's, the smart play is what he opts for. Now he's going to go and do his own fetching here, because he does have that Rift Bolt that he can be able to play this turn. And he will also go to 17.
I think you could probably suspend here.
Yeah, I think, unless you drew into a creature or something like that. But he, did that scrying to the top.
Right.
And, probably put a land up there, I would assume. Because most of his stuff was 2 mana for his hand. And TJ's going to say, it's your ambition.
Yeah, that's fine. Look at the top 2, snap, and a land.
1 and 1. So it looks like there's a Tassiger in his hand. So he might be starting to go towards that. You do see he is also short on lands.
True.
He's got a Thought Scour, but looks like he was trying to set himself up with the Serum first, see if he can get into a land.
And I think he did find one. I think he's at least going to have a Blood Crit for the next turn.
Yeah, so he'll go to 16, throws a Rift Bolt at TJ. So TJ is going to drop down to 14 there. Now we've got that 2 mana available, so Keenan can start, doing some stuff. One of the things, looks like Skullcrack coming at him for 3 more. One of the things that Keenan has to be kind of aware of.
Blood crits is going to put him to 9, and now we have
double Death Shadow.
Double Death Shadow, which is not great. Land, burn, burn, burn. Next game. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Come on, Keenan. Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, not Lightning Helix. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Alright, he passes.
Maybe he's leaving up the mana to counter.
So that's the thing is, alright, Thought Scour coming down. That was the thing I was going to talk about, is that TJ does have access to a counter spell, right? Just
a great counter spell.
Flat out, I can counter it essentially because I'm gonna, for the most part, have Ferocious, right?
Yeah.
So
unless you have a Spell Queller, gets around it.
All right, here's the Tasker. 1 card left in my graveyard.
And Keenan's gonna take 13 minus 9 is 4.
He'll take 8. Yep. Go to 8. All right. He'll drop TJ to. So this is like the thing. It's like, okay, I need to hit you with at least 3 damage. Ooh,
Helix.
Helix
just got better.
So we'll go to 11. TJ will be at 6.
Burn, burn. Let's do it.
I know you're ready to start dropping them to 3.
Let's do it, Keenan. Remember, Season 6 champ.
All right. No. He says, nope. There's nothing that I can do to get out of this now that I got you to 6. I don't have that last card I needed. Let's go to sideboards.
Well.
Now, I talked to Keenan a little bit.
Yeah.
He has a sweet card in the sideboard.
Oh, yeah?
I say sweet because I really want to do something with this card because I like it a lot, but the only spot that this card ever is used is in the sideboard of this deck, and that would be Deflecting Palm.
Ah,
he said he got somebody who was playing Titan.
Yes.
And they were like, coming at you. And he says, Deflecting Palm. Kill you. So.
Nice.
Deflecting Palm, pretty good.
Pretty solid. Mm-hmm. However, it does eat up a lot of resources.
It does. It costs 2 red and white to be able to do it.
Isn't that sad when you're like, yeah, it eats up a lot of resources. 2 mana.
2 mana. A lot of resources.
A lot of mana for 2 resources.
Alright, quickly says, you know what? Losing life and drawing a card. Man.
Not really worth it.
Don't need that.
They did bingo.
Oh.
This weekend. If you didn't see for the open.
I didn't get to see the open.
No,
sadly.
And one of the spots was Death Shadow player gets to 13 on turn 1.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think they ever filled that spot.
I don't think so. I don't think we ever filled that spot.
Did we have that spot?
We had to think a player goes to at least 15 on turn 1.
Well, 15's like super easy.
When Death Shadow, because I think it was right around the time where Death Shadow was starting to be popular that we put that on our board.
I think 13's a little bit harder at this point.
Yeah.
You got to really have the Thoughtseize, Fetch, Street Wraith.
Yeah. Got there.
To make it happen.
So, Keenan mulled, kept the one lander, gone into a second land thing, but had a lot of 2-drops in his hand. So what are you thinking he's hoping for game 2?
I think he has to hope for 2 lands.
Okay, and hope for more 1-drops with his creatures. So
yeah,
we didn't see any that time.
Well, now that we're talking about creatures, Benjamin Barry makes a good point. Goblin Guide outclassed on turn 3.
Yeah.
Great card for like the first 2 turns, but then it completely gets kind of just like one-sided after a turn or 2.
Like that's what we saw. Is like, all right, here's this Tassiger.
However, if he had a Goblin Guide on turn 1, 4 damage.
That's true.
TJ would have been at 2 instead of being 2 burn spells. Would have only been 1. So all it takes is 1 creature to get some damage in. They're both gonna mull though. Go to 6 cards. Take a look and see.
Oh, forgot to change that. TJ up 1-0 in this best of 3 here. This is also round 4 of 5 tonight. So both of these players are doing well. Both of them are sitting with 9 points currently. Trying to go and get to 12. Like, week 1 is a great week to send a message to the other players at the shop.
Sure.
Right? Like, hey, I'm playing for keeps this season, right? I'm coming out of the gate, going hard. It's also a way to kind of be like, hey, if I do really well in the first couple of weeks, I can take it easy at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I can miss a week. I can just show up with something silly, have some fun one week. So, like, it's really deciding. Ooh.
Goblin Guide, 2 damage. TJ's gonna get a land.
Got a freebie. So 18. Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
18.
15. If it resolves, it does. It's gonna be 13. Boom. Easy as pie. Turn 1.
For him. And, okay. A path, a Swift Spear, Grafdigger's Cage, and a land. That's a solid enough hand to keep. So here's to decide. Like, do you care about the cards in your graveyard? Like, are you doing that snap plan?
Yeah.
Are you doing that, like, that sort of route? Or do you care more about kind of the protecting yourself? Like with the path and stuff. It looks like he says, yeah, I'm going to get rid of that path. But that means Swift Spear is coming out. Right? And Keenan's going to do his own fetching.
What I find interesting is, and I think it was probably on purpose, is TJ took the path.
Yes.
And I wonder if it was to just kind of put Keenan on the, like, oh, I need to worry about creatures because he took out my... So he left the Grafdiggers.
4. Left the Grafdiggers, yep.
You know, so maybe kind of putting Keenan on a different sort of mindset. Maybe kind of keep him on his heels.
Yeah. TJ's going to go to 8.
I mean, now's the time. Play that Death Shadow.
Double Death Shadow.
Double Death Shadow. That's fine. What's a bunch of 5/5s?
Now, the question is, he's going to go to 6 now. Okay. Because I feel like that's a little too risky for me, personally. But then again, you know.
Nice edge.
Okay. He can't attack. Like Keenan can.
Yeah,
right?
Keenan can't attack. Keenan can't attack. The Eidolon is nice.
That's his way of saying, I can essentially lock you out right now.
Right.
Right? I can just pass. If you start swinging in with 1, then I can start attacking with more creatures.
Right.
Like, we can do that. I'll be breaking everything in this office.
Plays the Bloodstained Mire.
The other thing is, like, Keenan's at 17, so, hey, here's 4 damage coming at you kind of thing. If TJ, like, goes greed and, like, fetches and shocks and, like, tries to make his Death Shadow really big, like, before damage or something like that, that means Keenan can just swing back and kill him.
True.
So it's, like, right on this, like, And if he starts doing that, like, if he has a Thought Seize or something now, like, that telegraphs what he's going to do, and Keenan could maybe, like, throw a Goblin Guy or something in the way.
Sure.
Like,
I think he has a Tassiger in hand. And at least one Snapcaster. Oh no, it's Gurmag Angler.
he did get to see the snap off of the reveal from Goblin Guide, so he knows
it's 2.
that there is at least that potential to block if he attacks.
Right.
So he says, you know what? I'll play it safe, block one of them.
I think you just accept the fact that you got 5 damage. I know it's probably tempting to throw the mire into the yard, so then that you can play the fish, which we've determined is quite large.
Yeah. 5/5.
Yeah. But you're at this. If I let him untap, does he burn me out?
Right.
Oh boy. Looks like we may see a fish. Well, he needs a blocker, right? Like at this point, he definitely needs a blocker. So.
And fish does not get an Eidolon trigger.
True. Here comes the fish.
The zombie fish.
Gurmag Angler. 5/5 for Delve. With Delve. I mean, if you have it, you have it.
Right.
Oh, we didn't change Keaton's life total. He's at 12. He's at 12.
Fish will block Eidolon.
Skull crack. Trigger. Prize.
Exactly.
Yep. Had to be.
Whew, 1/1. But there you can see, like, he had to sit there and make that play.
Right.
That was a tough one. Like, we have not seen any counter magic yet from TJ, though.
No.
But then again, like, these matches are going to, like, turn 3, turn 4.
Yeah,
like,
they're not lasting long enough for, I think, a denial to really matter.
Yeah.
Unless it's like that final, like, I'm gonna deny you this burn spell and then Crackback can kill you.
Right, yeah. So, TJ is a former champion.
He is a former champion.
Yeah.
And we had Jeremy was playing, Lyle was playing, TJ was playing, and
did Chris play?
Chris did not play. No.
Oh, for last season?
No, this season. And Mox played. So we had 4 out of 5 champions.
Yes, that's
coming
true.
out to start the season.
That's true. Wow.
So it could be we're looking for a,
look at that hand.
A twice.
A repeat.
A repeat. Immediately, bless you, points out Eidolon of the Great Rebel.
Yeah, because that was like the nail in the coffin, messing with him. He couldn't be able to set his stuff up with some draws or anything like that. So Lava Spikes.
Stomping Ground, 18, Suspender Rift Bolt. From a boy.
Yeah, he's like, alright, this kind of sets him up to say, what are you going to do now? looks like there is a Stubborn Denial and a Thought Scour. And he says, I'll pass. Keenan says, alright, here's 3 coming at you. Puts DJ down to 15 already. And Lava Spike here is nice. He's got the Helix in hand. But here's also the thing. It's like, does he dump everything now? And then, like, here comes 2 more Death Shadows. Because it's been game 1, 2 Death Shadows. Game 2, 2 Death Shadows.
He's going to have it. Looks like he's got a Thought Scour.
Yeah, Thought Scour myself. I want to be able to get a Tasker Gurmag soon.
And I think,
and he just drew into a fish.
He's got a fish. He's got a Denial.
Oh gosh, this is what, like, the power of this. Like, he's got 5 cards in his graveyard now, so
yeah, and
he could play this fish.
I was gonna say he's probably shocking, which would put him down to 12, so he can play the Gurmag Angler. Or is it 6? Oh, it's 6.
Oh, there's another fetch. So yeah, now he can be like, here's my fish. Ooh, Collected Brutality. Modes targeting you to pick an instant or sorcery from your hand, and I'll discard it.
Yep.
Oh, escalating.
Yep. Discard this Kolaghan's Command. Do the
gain 2, lose 2 to you, essentially. He'll go back to 16. Keenan will be at 16. Looks like Keenan also fetched, went down to 15. Actually, got a shock land.
He was at 18.
Yep. 13 then. But then he'll Helix. No, Boros Charm.
Boros Charm, okay.
And TJ. Ooh, is this the Stubborn Denial? This seems like a good one to counter. Losing 4 life.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
15, he'll go to 13. And because Keenan's tapped out at this point.
Yeah.
He won't have anything to stop him from getting hit by it. Yeah. So that basically pulled an extra card from his hand, too.
True.
So now it's like 2 Helix, 2 Lava Spikes.
Oh, my goodness.
So now, but again, it's tied up 13-13. But TJ has a powerful follow-up with the Gurmag Angler.
Right.
While Keenan's got some good spells, like he can do 6 damage to TJ next turn.
I don't know if you do that though. I think you Helix, go to 16, take 5. Well, you won't even take 5 from the Angler at that point.
Yeah.
So you got a little bit more time, I think.
A little more wiggle room to do it that way.
So yeah, I'm fine with the Helix.
Oh,
double spike.
But I think it's also because the Gurmag Angler's not out yet.
Sure.
I think if it was out, I like the Helix play better. You know, this is dangerous if he goes, you know, Death Shadow kind of thing. But now he goes, you know what? I'm going to escalate, lose 2, gain 2. Again, I'm going to take something. Oh, Helix or a Bolt.
Did he collect it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he can follow up with the Angler. I like taking the Bolt here in case he draws another Lava Spike or another Bolt.
Right.
It you know, limits what Keenan is able to do on his turn. And he says, yeah, I'll Helix you. 5 will come across. Keenan will drop down to 9. Things are picking up now. And untap pass.
It's not great. Here comes
5 more.
what is that card?
Which one?
That's a Moncat card he has in his hand there.
Oh, I missed it. And he says Tassiger, pass. And he says Boros Charm. Puts you to 2.
Nice.
Lightning Bolt.
Look at that. That was so close. Wow.
Oh.
It's hot.
What a game.
It's hot. It's definitely hot. Ooh.
Getting burned out.
Mm-hmm. That's close.
That could have either gone either way with those.
I need to
two
know what
players.
that card was, though.
That Omnicat card.
Yeah, it's one of those something to something. But I don't think it was like the popular one. You know what I'm talking about? On Standard Magic Mondays, we can't name cards that are standard legal. It was a killer creature. Burn them for Brett. Yo, bad boy Keenan. My man. What was that card? It's you kill a creature and then you exile it to make a zombie, I think. It's probably not good enough in Grixis Death Shadow. Maybe it is.
No say.
No say.
We got one more. Lamas.
Round number 5.
5th round. To end week 1. Like,
dude, we're just flying through.
They're like,
welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. Great way to kick things off.
Welcome back.
We get to watch some more Burn.
Oh boy.